Well, today is Wednesday, the 24th of June, day 3 finished. I've got the rest of the strapping on, so I strapped out the doors to get ready for the spray foam for Friday. I've got the back window in, that one slides up with a screen on it. We've got another one on the other door, strapping all done for that. And then on the sides here, this will be over the sink. And that window opens up. It's also a fire exit, which is nice, so we can flip right out if I ever had to. And then on the right hand side, I've got the other window. This one is lower because that's where my chair goes here. So I want to be able to sit in the chair and be able to see outside at the same time. And then of course the TV will be right in front of me, which is going there. I've got the last bit of the wiring done. So everything's run through. So I got a 30 amp cable which runs over to the inlet for hooking up to power if I ever need to, which I really would. These two large wires here are the battery ones, so they got hooked into the inverter and they'll go down to the batteries. They're at the other end of them there. I've got everything in the wall, so when it gets spray foamed, it's all closed in. Put a bag on all these wires. I'll bag up these ones too so they don't get covered with spray foam. So those are all ready. All the electrical boxes, I put tape on them so they don't get filled up with spray foam. The guys will probably do it anyway, but I wanted to just get it taped up just in case and ready for the foam. They'll have to close and plastic off the windows and stuff yet as well. I also framed out the side door with 2x2 so that'll get room for insulation. Once those are on and I figure out where the air draft is on them, I'm going to have to add some more weather stripping. I'll worry about that when it gets cold. We've got a few months before that has to happen. I've also run an extra low voltage wire. This is 18.5 low voltage thermostat wire. I've got one running over here to the under the kitchen just in case I ever needed one. And then I think I pointed out the other day the blue and white wire there, that's to run my 12 volt water pump. I'm going to run one more 120 volt 15 amp circuit from where the electrical panel is over here just in case. I also put in an outside GFI, so I've got a plug on the outside of it, which is right beside the 30 amp inlet. I need to box that up yet and change the cover on the outside. It's still not the way it should be. Strapping is all done on the ceilings. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to finish off this slope here on the very front of it. I don't know how I'm going to do that. We'll figure that out when the time comes for finish. First the spray foam. Saturday, Sunday this week will be spent getting getting all the inside finish work done. Some of the plywood around the inside, just use a 1/4 inch plywood and then I'll paint it. Put that on, and on the joints I use a little strip of something, a little PVC or something like that. I don't know, whatever it may be. The other thing I did is up here, I ran another wire for up here in the back for my rear view camera. So it's not a backup camera, I've got it live all the time. And I put a display in the truck. Oh yeah, this is what's gonna pull it. That's the truck that's gonna pull this trailer. That truck can pull over 14,000 pounds, 18,000 with a fifth wheel. So I don't think a 5,000 pound trailer loaded up to the nines is going to affect it at all. So that'll be a nice one, nice and comfortable to pull that with. Let me see, what else have I done today? That's about it. So all the windows in, strapping's finished, got it all set, and just need to, oh yeah, tomorrow's the fun part. So what I did is I took all the solar panels and I laid them out here on the grass to see, and then measured it all to see how that would fit. And the only way it's going to work is I can only put 9 panels up on the roof. There is room for a 10th one. The problem with the 10th one is it's going to be hanging out of the front a little bit and it's going to be hitting the wind straight on. So I'm not going to do that. What I did too is make sure is I measured the voltage output of each one of the solar panels when it was sitting out here in the shade actually yesterday when I measured them. And I'm getting 22 volts each. So when it's all done with a 9, it'll be 180 volts DC on peak time. I remember when I had 12 of them, it would run in a little over 200 volts DC into the inverter, which, with 5 to 10, 15 amps maybe out of it. So it wasn't that much. So one more thing I need to do, and I almost forgot about, is I need to put a 40 amp wire from the inverter down to the electrical panel, because the inverter will put out more power than it can take in. So with the DC power of 48 volts coming up, it can pull 100 amps. So that coming out of the inverter then puts it into 120 volt. It'll put out over 40 amps of power out of it. So I need a number 8 gauge for that. I think it almost will hit 50 amps. So number 8 for that. So that'll hold that together. And that's it. So that's the latest update. And let's wish for some luck for tomorrow. I'm going to put it inside to do the solar panels so I can get a little better access and get that done. So have a good night, everybody, and we'll keep in touch.